everyone, this is the Canny Couple. I'm Julia, and today we wanted to show you our new compost setup. We are in the finishing stages here, and right now I'm cutting some wire, not wire, some pipe. But before we get started, please be sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate it. So, most of the time when you see people doing compost, you will see white PVC pipe. We are actually using what we had on hand. PVC pipe was crazy expensive. We're talking $30–40 for 4 foot, and we just couldn't justify it. We happened to look and saw this, and it's already got holes in it. So this is actually drainage pipe for the guttering that we had. So how old do you think this is? Like 30 years old?
30 years old.
At least. So I've already cut one piece, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the second piece cut because we have 2 compost bins up here. All I'm using is a basic utility knife that we have. This is one we got a couple of years ago, and I really like this thing.
Yes, we use this heavily.
I mean, it is very nice. It's easy to change. It works just like a pocket knife, so it works really well. So our compost bins are 3 feet high, so I actually went about 4 inches higher in case, it starts to sink down or something like that. So we actually went just a little bit taller than what the actual height was. And I'm just going to use this as my measurement. Okay, it's close enough. And then we just take it, slice it, cuts really easy. And we might end up replacing this one day, but for right now, this is what we had on hand, and it was free to us. So using what you got, that's part of the Homestead way. Okay, that is that, and Aaron's got the cover for my utility knife, so he's going to hand me that right quick. And now we're going to go up to the compost bin. So here we are at our compost setup, and as you can see, this is right next to our garden. We did this specifically for that very reason, because it's right next to the garden. It's an easy access, and it makes it really easier for us to get that compost into any of our beds. We went with this brand of bin. It comes apart very easy. As you can see over here, it actually just snaps together. So it's a solid piece. What kind of material would you say is this? It's a weird plasticky PVC pipe-ish.
Maybe
it's strange.
Yes, it's not rubbery. It's like a hard plastic.
But it does have holes all the way throughout it. You can make them smaller, you can make them larger. We went with as big as we could get. And the goal is to have a no-turn compost system. As you can see, these are 3 feet tall. There's no way I'm turning this to 3 feet tall. That's what this other pipe is for. What we'll do is we'll set it inside of it, suspend it in the middle, because it's not completely solid like a full PVC pipe would be. And our goal is to actually use these for our kitchen scraps, but also for our chickens. So our chicken coop is just right over there. As you can see, it's not too far away. So the goal is, when we clean out the chicken coop, all of that comes here. We have this one will be January through June. This one will be July through December. So by the time this one is full, that one will be ready to use, and we can empty it out. So we will always have ongoing compost. It's not too hot for our garden. We'll also put in kitchen scraps, anything like that. We'll compost whatever we could compost, but the main goal here is just to set up systems that don't require a lot of work from us. This area, as you can see, Aaron did have to level it out. It's very steep on this hill, and these were actually a lot bigger than we thought they were. We had actually planned to put 3 here, but these actually turned out to be pretty decent sized. So So, do you want to add anything about these?
No, just we're hoping these will be a great composting system that gets plenty of air floats into them and makes it a quicker process.
So we'll go ahead and get one set up here. I'll do this one right here. And all I'm going to do is take my wire, my 10 snips, and I'm just going to thread a few so it kind of stays in the middle. You all are going to have to forgive me. I am short. So the only thing we paid for in this entire thing has been the bins. We are reusing wire that we got from fencing. We are reusing these old drain pipes that came whenever they built the garage. So all of this is stuff we had on hand already. And I would suggest, if you're new to homesteading, keep your wire. Always keep your wire. It is so important. You never know. I use this stuff for everything. You can ask Erin. I'm all about keeping wire. But it would be better if you kept it where it didn't get tangled up. And invest in a good pair of tin snips. So these are Stanley, and I have to tell you, Erin got these, and they are some of the best tin snips ever. So I'm just going to loop it through 2 holes. And this doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't. All you're really wanting to do is just trying to keep it in the middle for when you are running your compost through. You able to kind of hold this right there for me? Perfect. I'll do it one more time. Then I'll do my next one up towards the top. You can let go of it now. And as you can see, it's going to hold it through. And I can snip some of this extra wire off and use it for something else. And as you can see, I put this where we're not going to have to deal with it. We won't really have to move this much, do much to take this out. We'll really be able to just dig the compost out when we unhook it, pull it out, lift this up, pull the rest of it out, then reset it back up when we're ready to put it back together. So that's really all we have for this one. It's pretty easy setup. It's really what we look to do. We try to do as much automation and easy setups as possible. So less work, work hard, work smarter, not harder. But as always, thank you for joining us on the Canny Couple, and we hope you subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.